What if our usual life were turned upside down? I think few of us would be thrilled by that prospect. We are used to organize our life in a way that meets our expectations, which is understandable and justified. But can a well-organized routine be equated with reality itself? Can the world as we perceive it, the structures and systems we live by, the templates imposed upon it, truly be equated with reality? And what, after all, is reality? Is it identical to the world of ideas accessible to enlightened philosophers, or to the empirical world knowable through logical reasoning? Or is it, as depicted in the Matrix, concealed behind a fabricated illusion? Consider this. Reality is at hand. It is accessible and hidden at the same time. And we can uncover it through turning it over. Let me explain with an example what I mean. This is exactly what we can see in the case of Jesus' friendship with all kinds of outcasts. In light of his message about the coming kingdom of God, arrival of the perfect world, his associations with unlikely companions may seem like a misunderstanding. Among them, mind you, were the truly wicked, the lawbreakers. Remove that, and everything falls into place. The decent and righteous take the first places, the indecent and the wicked are cast aside, and the perfect age begins. But no, he doesn't just befriend sinners, he dines with them, showing in that way that he is granting them honorable places in the coming kingdom. And it didn't stop at just few strange banquets. We always encounter all kinds of strange company, which, despite common expectations, end up finding unexpected favor. And it's precisely what Jesus repeatedly warns about. The first shall be last, and the last shall be first. Yet each time it remains impossible to predict who this fortunate last will be. The world not just turns upside down, it turns always in unexpected ways. There is a story in the Talmud, I really like it. A rabbi's son fell ill and fainted. When he returned to good health, his father asked him, "What did you see there?" The son replied, "I saw an upside-down world. Those who are on top here are at the bottom there. And those who are at the bottom here are on top there." The rabbi then said to him, "You have seen the clear world," which means the world as it is. But do we see the clear world in that Jesus' activity? Doesn't the presence of unexpected participants with other of his embarrassing actions lead to chaos and confusion rather than to the clear world? Let's look closer. Unexpected guests of his meals are received not based on human expectations, social standing, ideological agendas, or even religious merit. Moreover, they are lost to religion and useless to society. They are like Heideggerian broken tools, unable to function in a way they were supposed to. Yet, quite paradoxically, they are the ones who long for the genuine more than those perfectly functioning and seemingly unbroken. It is therefore not despite their broken state, but rather because of it, that these people can be seen beyond the functions assigned to them. And Jesus receives them, embracing this as a revelation. The accepted, predictable, and therefore convenient world cracks. And in this very moment, it unveils a glimpse of the clear world. It may seem like the wrong slide, doesn't it? But it's not. Look at this painting. Van Gogh's famous pair of shoes captures this very moment of turning the world, the reality, over. Among many valuable and significant things in the world, Van Gogh unexpectedly points to this: rough, worn out, old shoes, as though that not only belong to reality, but also communicate something important about it, much like outcasts received by Jesus. What is important? According to his letters, Van Gogh believed that the world, the nature, awaited to be set free, to be revealed, delivered. And his task in this case was to participate in this revelation. But how did he do this? Van Gogh took his shoes off, like Moses on Sinai, when he realized that the place he stood on was holy ground. I think this is what Van Gogh mean here. He knew this story from the Book of Exodus very well and even cited it in his letters. To take one's shoes off means acknowledging that one stands on sacred ground, ready for revelation. And Van Gogh is fascinated with studying and painting ordinary things and ordinary people, like weavers, potato eaters, basket makers, twisted bushes, the roots of trees, and old shoes, all kind of them. He allowed ordinary reality to unveil its unexpected strangeness and even beauty, and he embraced this revelation. Van Gogh brilliantly found a way into reality through this paradoxical reversal, through finding essence in the unnoticed, becoming rich in poverty, and showing thus a great splendor from within, as Rilke called it. And it worked effectively. Perhaps it's precisely because of his careful attention to what is commonly neglected and worn out and unnoticed that he could see great things, like starry night, in a way no one else did. His pair of shoes signifies then both his ability to revere things, to listen to the nature, and his willingness to put them off to go further, stepping into the realm of the unexpected. Let us for a moment consider that the true world, the reality, is indeed the world turned upside down. So my proposal will be this, quite impractical. Let's practice reversal. Let's turn things upside down, be ready for revelation, and embrace the unexpected. In doing so, we may encounter much what is truly astonishing. To begin with, let's be attentive to the often unnoticed things. Let us recognize ourselves standing on sacred ground, ready to heed revelation. This approach would restore the apocalyptic nature of reality in its initial sense of unveiling, revealing. We may be deeply surprised when something unnoticed and neglected may suddenly reveal its beauty, while in the grand and bright we may recognize what is trivial. What seems familiar may turn out to be unknown, and the loud and impressive may be found empty, while in the quiet and silent we may discern what is the most essential. Moreover, it's only at first glance that this may seem like turning the world upside down. In truth, in moments of this reversal, we catch a glimpse of the clear world, a hint of reality as it truly is. Thank you.